Welcome to Real Sports Time with me, D-MARL. We analyze sports, break down games, and talk about stories on and off the field of play. We also break down sports segments, and we're going to deconstruct whatever madness is in the way of the real deal. Oh, yeah. Catch new episodes Mondays and Thursdays every week on the Talk 100 network and other social media platforms. And hey, listen. It's not about tiptoeing around worrying about how people feel. It's about us speaking real. So subscribe to Real Sports Time with D-MARL on Talk 100 network. Welcome to Real Sports Time. This is D-MARL live broadcasting, doing a little play-by-play of the Western Conference semifinals between the Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Lakers. Jumped in here a little bit late. I got my man Jay Raphael, my brother.
What up?
Hey, what's going on, man? We're just going to do some broadcasting, little play-by-play action on this game. This is game number 2. The Rockets, I'm not even going to say they stole that first one. They actually took it away from the Los Angeles Lakers. So
61-42.
61-42. We're going narrowing down to the end, second quarter. 3-point attempt, no good. Second chance, another 3.
Oh.
That's in and out. Anthony Davis being scrappy, trying to get the rebound.
Actually,
what is LeBron James doing on the ground?
It bounced in. That was money. It's 45-61.
Okay, that did go in. Okay.
Rondo,
we had 2 minutes. What are we at? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jay, Rondo's back. And I'm going to be honest, he's been facilitating this offense.
Yeah,
is this a loose ball foul?
You like Rondo better at the point than LeBron?
Well, it's not that I like him better, but I do like him in spaces. I think they should switch them two back and forth in spaces at point guard. Because they're doing two separate things. But Rondo's going to strictly be a facilitator. I mean, he doesn't have a jump shot. We know that. But he can't slice through the defense, penetrate, and kick the ball out to open guys. And then it allows LeBron to roam and be free. And the key to this game, I'm seeing that LeBron is doing what he should be doing most of, which is drive through the lane, get these guys in foul trouble. And they don't have a big. Remember, they're going small.
Right. Coaching, so it's all going back to coaching.
Yeah, Frank Vogel, I'm watching him real close.
Yeah, if he ain't conscious of doing that, then that's part of the coaching problem, man.
Correct. So who's there on the outside?
That's James Harden bringing it up. Russ cutting through, penetrating. Oh, dished out to Tucker. Cash money.
Where did Tucker? So Tucker, he's got that little 17-footer. Was that a 3?
That was actually Eric Gordon. The 3-pointer is 48-62.
Okay. I think this.
Yeah, Rondo be cutting and dishing, baby.
Deep 3 by LeBron James. He just took that shot away from Eric Gordon.
Sure.
James Harden bringing it up court.
Bounce.
Let's see what this call is.
Houston ball.
Okay.
Look like. Yeah.
Game number 2. Western semifinals. Rockets up 1 in the series, which was unexpected for that first game, but they came off a 7-game run. Corner 3-pointer.
No good.
No good.
Oh, Brian pulling up.
LeBron.
Broke. Building mansions out there.
Oh, man. Stay out there on that perimeter should be the key. You leaving guys open. He had an open shot. This is where we're going to find out if you're going to stay true. See, look at this. Another turnover because it's things is getting wild and out of control because the Lakers won't slow down and play their game.
Eric Gordon, another 3. Top of the key. Don't let him get hot. This is
What it
just because it's 27 seconds, they better keep playing defense. That's
passing it
LeBron
to him?
fault, man. They don't have no reason to be pulling 3-pointers right now. They should be running the clock
None.
out, controlling
None
it.
at all.
Yeah. Uh-oh, somebody.
And who is this? James Harden down, holding his growing.
No, that ain't
No,
hard.
that's not James Harden.
No, that's my man. What's his name? I forget his name.
Stay out there on that perimeter. You know what they're trying to do. Another turnover. And that's halftime.
Yeah.
Chubb,
Yeah.
score is 67.
51, baby. Halftime at the half. What is his name, man? It's number 5. Oh, he got hit. He got hit with an AD shoulder in the belly.
Yeah.
Number 32. Is it 32?
Well, he low.
Got his name.
Yeah, number 32. I'm not sure of his name here on the Rockets, but he still is down. Looks like Anthony Davis, he lowered himself way down while he was penetrating to the rack. And definitely caught an elbow.
Up a little bit. AD looked like he kind of beefing up a little bit.
He is. He is putting a little bit of weight. Maybe he's in there with LeBron with lifting some weights, because I know back in New Orleans, he had a little bit of bulk on him, but it didn't look like this. But last season, coming over to the Lakers, that was the thing he heard. Anthony Davis heard is that one of the things that everybody, he's a perimeter shooter, but they kind of was testing his strength level and calling it out, saying that they could kind of push him around a little bit, because it seems like they can basically have their way with him on the interior. So he did say he's going to focus on some of his size and weight and get that toughness, which I would like to see a little bit more of. I mean, he just loves to stay out there and be as smooth as he can out there on that perimeter. He loves staying outside that arch. Wait.
Didn't he used to play point guard or something like that?
Yes, he did. So that's what spoiled him in high school or something. Yeah, but obviously, and that's before he shot up in size, because you had those growth spurts. Then once he shot up in size, and then you go to college, they're gonna move you. Yeah, you might have the guard handling skills and everything, but you shoot up to that size where you can be a power forward or center. We got to use you there. We can stretch you to a couple different positions, but you're not playing point. And obviously, as a guard, and since he was little, he developed a jump shot, and I can appreciate that, because there's a lot of other big men who don't shoot as well, like Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns. He's okay.
He's a center or a power forward, Karl Anthony Towns.
But yeah, that's true. He's a center, yeah. But a lot of them, like I said, they develop from AAU. They develop that whole 17-foot to 3-point shot.
Especially now.
Even if they are tall. Especially nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, but that's coaching, man. That's why you got to snap them out of it. If you are power forward, then you're going to have to do what your job is, regardless of what you're able to do. You have a job to do today, and, coach,
that's right.
Their mind wrapped around their assignment.
That's right.
And that's why I say Vogel is just not the guy.
Vogel. So you think there's going to be some changes next season with Frank Vogel? I know Jason Kidd's there. And by the way, I hope Jason Kidd, I didn't know game 1 he wasn't there. That also affected their defense, Jay, because he's their main guy to help out. Frank Vogel said that too. But he said, but hey, it's our responsibility. Well, yeah, it is. But you dropped the ball by the third quarter. Guys start giving up. But I'm seeing a whole different intensity level tonight. And it's not only because of the loss, but I think it is because of Jason Kidd over there. And I think they switched the game plan up. They started off with LeBron at the point, and they've been rotating. That's what they did a little bit. They're doing a little bit more of him and Rondo in and out, or on the same court at the same time, and letting LeBron do some roaming. And they're just switching in and out. And they're not sticking with McGee in there all the time as the big man. So they're playing a little bit small at points, right at certain points. I'm seeing from the first half, along with the Rockets.
Yeah.
But they're staying a little bit big too, Well, they have to stay a little bit because I mean, hey, Anthony Davis when he's in there, he's big, he's bigger than all of them, and then
I
LeBron
haven't
is
seen
big. So
much of
they
Dwight Howard either. You know, I don't. What's up
well, they
with
said
Dwight?
Dwight's out for this game. He
Hmm,
has some spasms or something like that going on.
okay.
So that's the thing. So McGee, when they bring him in and out, he's gonna have to hold it down, and then Anthony Davis has to switch in and out. But they got the luxury and can get away with it a little bit because the Rockets are already small anyway. So they can get away with it a little bit. But the main thing is they got to be aggressive and they got to stop this. I didn't like what I saw the last 4 or 5 minutes of the second quarter. All this trading shots with the Houston Rockets. Let's gun it just because we got 17 points in front. No,
Yeah, I call that celebrating too early,
that's
which makes
celebrating too
sense
early.
because that's how
You're not.
LeBron is. We know that's how LeBron is. His mentality. He
Yeah,
was celebrating, always celebrating.
yeah, we started off right. And so I'm feeling good. Well, you are, but you got to maintain it. You got a whole second half to go. And I just think the pedal should be to the metal the whole time. Because first of all, you got to even this series up. The series start once the home team generally wins their game, even if they're down 0-2, and then the third game they win. That's when the series starts. They can play back in, and it's game by game. So right now the goal is put the pedal to the metal, Lakers, and you need to just even the series up. And then from there, they need to do the same thing that they did with the Trailblazers. Do not look back, and the pedal should be the metal. You got to snatch their heart. After this, you got to win this game and then go straight for their heart and pull guys out of this thing mentally.
Yeah, right,
Period.
right.
That's what's got to happen after this, and just go on and get rid of this series. Now, talking about some of the other games, Milwaukee Bucks. I guess Giannis and company, they just didn't want to go out like the Philadelphia 76ers. And
Mm.
so they decided, they said they did win one game today.
Giannis didn't
So
play. Well, when I was looking, he wasn't even playing. He had an ankle injury.
he
Uh,
well that came late, but he did play
uh,
because I seen his score box.
yeah,
He had
he had
some points.
17 points or something like that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but he obviously, but see that's gonna affect the next game, obviously. If you got an ankle, I mean he can't, I mean, depending on if he rolled it or I mean it might be a good buy. It still might be a good buy after that. So that might turn out to be a pride series, huh? That they fought for that one game, not for a sweep, huh? That
They're
still
not
could
about
be
to
the
beat Jimmy Butler 4 games in a row. It's over with for Milwaukee.
no, it's over with for sure. No. I'm deeming it over with. And then now it's the injury involved. But I don't think they had the mental fortitude because I'm going back even to last year where they start kind of cracking down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what happened.
Watching the last couple minutes of that game, though, I was thinking that I don't want to see nobody else with the ball except for Jimmy Butler setting up the shot. You know, they was down by
Yeah.
1 point, and everybody else was touching the ball and taking shots except
Okay.
the guy who on fire right now.
That doesn't
It didn't
make
really
no
make sense.
that don't make no sense at
Yeah,
all.
and he was down low too. Like he was, I don't know. It seemed like maybe he was a little tired, but yeah, it was just in the wrong spot, man. It seemed
Yeah.
like he took it down a level at right the last couple minutes.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So we're gonna see what's happening. Same thing, the Boston Celtics and Toronto Raptors, that series evened up yesterday. They Siakam and Van Fleet
Yeah, baby.
and Kyle Lowry, they said, forget this.
Yeah,
We the defending champions, and we are not going out like that. They decided they weren't going out that either. But see, they're in a different situation than the Bucks. This is now a series with Toronto and Boston. That now it's a series. So they'll be playing tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Usually that person that wins that third, but it could go 7 games. But depending on how the win happens in this next game, whoever grabs that third win.
right. Yeah, right.
So that series is going to be one to watch too. Definitely got to check that out
That's
tomorrow.
probably the best series right now.
That Toronto
Yeah,
and Boston, as
yeah,
far as how they're playing.
yeah, right. Like Milwaukee getting blown out the waters, man.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that. Nobody
I
expected
watch
that.
that. I like seeing Jimmy Butler and them do their thing and click, being the underdog and just to be able to gel like that. Like that's always good to see. But if it's a
Yeah,
blowout, I mean, I'm not interested. I feel like I said, it was a wrap. I was wishing it was over with, but maybe they need to keep playing anyway, so they can stay warm.
Right. And we got to also talk about the other team out west. Denver came back and they even the series up. Same thing the Lakers got to do tonight.
Hmm.
Even the series up against the Clippers, one apiece. I was glad that that happened yesterday.
Yeah, that was a
They
good one.
played some. They played some good defense on Kawhi Leonard, and Denver can get a hot hand also. They can shoot themselves into a game and stay afloat as well. They just got to keep that defense intensified and grab rebounds. They have to get second chance opportunities in these games. That's my thing with Denver because they played a good series against Utah and they got out of that one. But they're not that mismatched against the Clippers. Now the Clippers is the overall better team, but that doesn't on paper and of course based off record. But no, they can have a good game there and definitely play themselves um, and see what happens in the series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
so Lakers look like they're definitely come to play tonight. I don't know. And me and you talked yesterday. Remember, you said the way it looked to you, they were just sluggish. I mean, you have 5 days to rest, but
Pizza
what was
party.
everybody doing? I mean, was it? Oh, you're in a bubble in Orlando. Were we having pizza parties with Mickey Mouse and eating a bunch of eating a bunch of ice cream and stuff? I mean, I don't what you know what is going on. Because I don't even want to put it on. Oh, they took it completely for granted about Houston. I don't see it that way. I just think it's just like you mentioned. It was just some sluggishness.
Yeah, but it's just the same thing we said. I think it boils down to coaching, man. We know that LeBron has a tendency to, over celebrate too soon and all of that type of stuff. They probably just underestimated them. They felt like
You
they
do
had.
think they underestimated them?
Yeah, I really do. They already think that they just bigger and can bully everybody. But I mean, it's easy to say that. But I mean, when you look at them, they just look soft, man. Everybody look a little bit soft, and that's just thinking about them compared to, champions of the past. I don't
Yeah.
see it.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because you had a fear with some teams because of the stature, because of guys playing bigger, like you talk about playing bigger than who you are and how your position is. Guys were doing that, especially back in the day. And matter of fact, not even too far back in the day, Kobe, Shaq, Lakers, um, and a lot of the teams, even Allen Iverson and his team, 76ers. Those guys. This teams mid '90s, late '90s. They still had a lot of that residue of the old school players. So
Yeah, we were
guys,
talking
they
about
they
that.
they didn't they didn't play no games. You might get an elbow in your chest, and I understand officiating has changed, but just the mentality though, where guys is too relaxed because life is so good. I understand how much money you make it. Life is just so good. That can't roll onto the court though. Has nothing to do with when you're playing. Has nothing to do with how great life is and how fortunate you are. I mean, those guys are fortunate too. I
Hmm.
mean, they living in. I mean, they live in. I mean, Kobe and them. They live in Beverly Hills. They all that stuff. That's not the point. They get on the court. It's no different than if we playing on 7 Mile and Evergreen in Detroit. It's intense. We going all out and we playing.
Yeah. You know what? Yesterday, man, I listened to a on DJ Vlad. He interviewed Daniel Green, the guy who was like doing life for uh I don't know exactly what, but he's the guy who helped the other guy move Jordan's father's body and all of that.
Oh, I seen that. I seen
See?
that interview.
Yeah, that was a trip, man. Listening to that, I had never heard nothing like
Wow.
I was remembering
Yeah.
what everybody say is, Jordan got his daddy killed with all the gambling and all of that. But now I don't know.
No, that was
I didn't
yeah.
know before, but
According to him, that actually was just a random thing. They
yeah,
were committing a crime, and it was wrong place, wrong time of it being somebody that has a son that's famous. It literally fell that way.
that's
If
crazy.
if that's the truth, if that's 100% the truth, then really that's what it is.
So let me
It's
ask
a
you, did Daniel Green sound believable to you?
he sound believable enough.
Yeah.
I don't. What does he have to lose or whatever in this time frame about protecting the image of if there was a gambling debt involved with this thing. I'm trying to figure out why would that even make sense at this point to cover that up? Why? So it probably has some truth to it, that it really was random. And it's like, whoa. Because I don't think nothing would get added
But that
to.
make me say, well, what was Jordan Daddy doing? You know, was he on his way to the game? They was what? No, he couldn't have been on his way to the game.
According to him, yeah, the report said that he went to sleep. He got too tired, pulled over, which he wasn't at a rest stop. He was literally on the side of the highway,
Mhm.
maybe near an exit maybe near an exit, but it wasn't a secure, lit up place. I mean, anything can happen anywhere we talk about secure, but
Yeah,
you know what
right,
I'm saying. So
right.
it was somewhere dark, and hey, all they know, hey, whoa, who's this Lexus pulled over? So
Yeah, man.
that was very interesting. Looks like action is back.
Yes, it is.
Third quarter, here we go. Rockets starting off. Somebody here penetrating.
The Rockets seem like they
Another
playing with
wide
a sense of urgency too, man.
Wide open three. Now they're playing with urgency. Somebody just shot a wide open three.
I mean, they been look like that. LA seem more relaxed and you know they pulling up all of them threes, but the Rockets seem like they scrapping a little bit more, even though they getting
Yeah.
blew out.
Well, I don't know that this is even a blowout yet. Anthony Davis.
Wax,
Why
man.
did you kick it out? And so they call a loose ball foul. What they call a foul.
On Eric Gordon look like.
Which basically let Anthony Davis off the hook. You had he can play with his back to the basket, but again, it's just not his favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
He wants to shoot from outside.
Yeah, right. Phil, I don't
Look
think
at this. Look
Phil,
at this stuff. Look at this sloppy stuff. Nobody wants the ball.
right.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. LeBron gave the ball up too soon. Didn't even set a play up.
Oh. Uh-oh.
See, here we go.
Eric Gordon from the deep three.
And who's checking him, by the way? Who's on
Nobody.
Eric Gordon?
Casper. He back, baby.
Like James Harden is getting a rest right now. He's able to rest on the court. Look at this. Settling for more jump shots.
3 for 3. They stupid, man.
This is how you lose a game. This is how you let someone play back into a game.
Another 3 by PJ Tucker.
Look, now Frank Vogel called timeout.
And look how relaxed he is. There's no way I would be calling timeout and just turn my back. Like, you know, that's how you know he's not really in control.
No, he's not in control of the team. His voice is not.
Used to sit down and be calm and cool for the most part, but if you messed up, he'll get up in your tail real quick.
And yeah, he should be calling timeout, and we should be seeing his mouth moving, screaming.
Veins busting out his neck and his head.
We don't see none of that because he's not in control of that huddle.
Nah.
They go back in there right now. That's not what's he's going to say some X and O's. Of course he is, but he's not in control. This is the difference on what's going to happen. And we've seen this story before.
I'll say that's why I don't like giving a superstar player control of the team. Like they say, oh, this is LeBron's team, this is Jordan's team, all of that. Nah, we can't have that.
The only thing they should be mostly in control of, because they should be the leader anyway, and it helps the coach, is it should be the presence of them in charge and leading the other players. Hey man, what we doing? All the inspiration. Sometimes, yeah, you gotta put your foot up there, but not hit guys in the eye like Jordan did to Steve Kerr. That was crazy. But I'm saying that part of it. But the control of the game. But once again, if you are not a qualified coach, then this is what happens also. Because see the thing what happened, what was so beautiful in Miami is that even though Pat Riley was not on that court, Pat Riley runs that organization, and that's that. Right now we're seeing it too. Eric Spoelstra is an extension of Pat Riley. That's him. That's basically he's running his program. Eric Spoelstra has say, but what I'm saying is he's following it. So from the top down, that structure is more solid. And that's what you're seeing once again back in the day. Los Angeles Lakers, the old Lakers, and not even going back to well, you can go back to Magic Johnson from Jeannie Buss's father, you know, um, Dr. Buss. The thing is that, you know, you had him and you had all the coaching staff and everybody, and you had Pat Riley at that time too, directly. It just was the structure of it. And yes, it was superstars, absolutely. You talking
Yeah,
about
but they had
Kareem
more
and
respect.
Magic?
You didn't want to
But
piss
the
them type
respect,
of coaches off, man. Like
yeah,
that.
you had, but see, that was there and that was in place.
Yep. Yep.
That was in place back then. Yep, I agree.
And you can
So
feel they don't feel that way about Vogel. And
yeah,
he don't
Vogel,
command that either.
he doesn't command it. And to be honest, he didn't command it in Indianapolis either. Jay, seriously, when he had Paul George and he had all of them, it was the same thing.
Was
And that was
Oladipo on that team?
and that was a Oladipo was there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it don't matter if he had Oladipo. So what? Whether he did or did. That was that team used to challenge Miami in the second rounds of the Eastern Conference back then when D
Yeah.
Wade and Bosh and them. That was a solid team. I'm just staying strictly on Vogel. No matter what he had a solid team, but we're talking about his character and how his behavior was. Now we're gonna see, but it's going to be some changes in Los Angeles after the season. No matter how really this even turns out, it's going to be some changes. Has to be.
You know what I said I would do? I'll get rid of everybody except LeBron.
Anthony
Everybody.
Davis included.
Everybody. I'll definitely get rid of Anthony Davis.
No offensive boards. This is a problem too.
Yeah,
No
right.
offensive boards. No second, which means no second chances. So if they come down, capitalize on that, you're really in trouble. So Kuzma's back in.
Uh-oh, here we go. The hype man. Let's see what he gonna do.
Well, Kuzma, my thing with Kuzma is he plays with frustration and feels like it should be a little bit more privilege his way. That's how he's playing.
6.
62, 67.
Yes, man. God.
This is 100%. This is 100% a game that could go anyway. A lot of things happen right here at this middle, going to this midpoint of the third quarter and the fourth on teams usually. Look at this trap. Another turnover. Los Angeles Lakers, another turnover. This is how things get way out of control. Rockets down court. James Harden at the top of the key. He's looking to step back, long three,
You know what
drained
you
it.
don't do, man. That's so I don't
Drained
understand
it.
that, man. You know
Well, here's the thing. Well, that's true. But the crazy part is he can still hit that and you can give him a fourth point.
Yeah,
So
right.
you're trying to keep a certain cushion in with it.
Yeah. But
You're
still
trying
though.
to keep a certain cushion in with this whole thing.
And he can take you to the rack. So that's what's so dangerous about it is that he can drive so well. You don't know. He act like he do the little hesitation, act like he about to drive. Oh wow. And then pull up.
So what is this challenge now with Harden? He's challenging that foul.
Nah,
Look at this. Anthony Davis, you can't be tired. You just came off from halftime.
it
What are
was
you
up
missing free
20
throws
points,
for?
man. And one.
Now he just tried to force it. He just forced the 3-point play, which
I
I
don't like
think that's a
that,
bogus
man.
foul.
Yeah, that's an offensive foul. Let me tell you, because he deliberately went up under his shoulder and
Yeah, you can't do that.
that's
But
what
they gave it to him, didn't they?
yeah, they
Let
did.
me guess. They
Because
gave it to Eric Gordon. Yes, they did.
because
That was not a foul. He didn't lean in. Defensive player didn't lean into him.
he was foul. It was a foul. But it still should go both ways because Eric Gordon can injure somebody doing that too, man. I don't like that.
Ball don't lie. Remember Rasheed Wallace?
Showed up. Man. Oh, that's all right. Oh yeah, that was a 3. That was a good stop too, because he was hitting that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they down 3 points, man. LA done fell asleep. Where's Anthony Davis when you need him?
Well, I'm looking at him. He's got his hands on his hip, looking tired. Didn't we just come out of the break? Third quarter just started. You just was resting.
Somebody get that
You're
boy
talking.
some Gatorade. And where the hell is Danny Green, man? Look at AD.
I'm trying to find out. I don't care nothing about that shot.
Nah.
Why did, bro, they had a better shot right inside. That was Kuzma that went in. What is, you guys are scared to make layups?
Mm.
Stay on the outside. Why is people on the
PJ
ground?
Tucker come through and get a rebound over LeBron, Anthony Davis, and everybody else and put it back in the hole.
Oh my goodness.
68-72.
Oh my goodness.
Real sports time with D-MARL.
Bro,
Tag, baby.
I mean,
All right.
who was that finished at the rim?
Who's your boy
Kuzma.
with the tip dunk?
Okay. But they got to crash boards every time.
Oh my God, man.
Yep.
71-74, three-pointer.
James is heating up now. PJ Tucker going to keep shooting it. I mean, PJ Tucker going to keep shooting it as well.
Where's Russell Westbrook?
Another turnover. And that was LeBron's fault.
Too hard, James. Oh, there go Russ. Vince Carter.
And so, wait a minute. So was that an offensive foul? Russell Westbrook? Let's see. Did he take a charge? Somebody took a charge? Or was that a loose ball?
Yeah, they're showing that rebound.
This should, yeah, they're just going back over the plays. James Harden, deep three. Obviously, they called a foul because they did not give them those points. Lakers, LeBron's, the top of the key. Kicks it out. Who's this long 17-footer? That's Anthony Davis.
That's his second 3-point, but that's not going to help them win right there, man. I don't
No,
like.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That was Kyle Kuzma. But still, we got it. That was Kuzma. But we got to still take a better. It's got to be a better shot selection. And I'm looking at this defense.
Backing them up.
I'm looking at these offensive boards now. Pay attention to on the inside.
Well, yeah, we let him shoot up. Guess not. Who was that? 33.
I have no idea. Bro, literally, this is the thing, and everybody knows this. This is not new. Like how you don't know who he is, it doesn't matter. Here's what we all know. Mike D'Antoni tells everybody, whether you make it or not, all we do is shoot threes. You're going to get in trouble if you don't shoot it. Seriously. That's the coaching. That's what the coach says.
Keep him.
So here's the thing. You're going to make a decision. You're going to guard guys the correct way. If you cheat it, when you know that they're going to let everybody, their 10th man off the bench, he's going to shoot outside the three. Period.
Yep.
That's just what it is. And so now, LeBron James, let's check this out. Obviously, there was a foul here. Oh, that was a 3-point foul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he's not going to make three.
But let's see. Let's see if right now, with a tight game.
Shaquille O'Neal at the line. Oh, he makes one.
LeBron, he iced one. Will he get two at least out of the three? Let's see. So who was that foul called on? Was it called on James Harden?
Russell Westbrook. Let's check.
Okay.
Boom! Look at that.
LeBron missed the second one. It's almost like he didn't even try.
That man.
You forced that. This is why he hates driving. And then see, that stops the best part of his game, which is still crazy to me, because you might as well do that and try your best to finish at the rim. Russell's back sitting down. Russell's a loose cannon. He only has one speed when he plays. Missed two of them, and then no one around to clean the glass up. So you just got 1 point. You got 1 point. You got 1 point out of that foul. Nobody in the middle.
Foul. Yeah, they're using Russell as a decoy right now. Everybody else doing the shooting. He's doing nothing pretty much but getting rebounds.
Yeah.
Playing a little bit of defense. Yeah, they done flipped it around this second half, though, man. 78-74. LA still got
but here's the thing. They're not in. They got like Anthony Davis had his hands on his hip. They're not tired. My question is, actually, was the wrong thing said at halftime? I'm serious. No, look how you actually, if they never would have took a break, they would have been still keeping the lead. what they were doing is what is my point. You come out of the break and defense looks totally different.
Yep.
Guys aren't aggressive. Like what? Like you went on a
I don't
break
think the
and some.
defense really look different though. Houston are just hitting their shots now,
That's true too.
and LA
But that
still
doesn't need to
have
happen.
3-pointers.
Instead of driving,
They don't have no type of strategy. Look like everybody, whoever opens, shoot the ball. That's what it looked like.
look at this. Another turnover. You can't win basketball games like this. You just can't.
Just terrible, man.
You just can't. Guys wide open. Look at him. How he was wide open.
Kuzma with the rebound, kicked it out to Danny Green. He shoots it as soon as he touches it, and it's an air ball, partially blocked. Bad pass, James Harden. The Lakers lucked up on that one.
Yeah, that was a luck. That they didn't capitalize on that possession.
Lakers up by 3.
And these passes are so wild. Kyle Kuzma. He flew through that air on that dunk. But this is my question. Why are we not attacking the rack like that? All these guys, bro.
Mm.
Swing pass. Why were you way over there, nowhere near your man?
And one. What's wrong with Danny Green, man?
I don't know, but look at Coach, bro. Look at Coach. Pull him.
Right, get him out of there.
Pull him, seriously.
Wow.
He's been in the last 3.5, 4 minutes. He looks out of sync.
Why would he?
He's nowhere near. Why was he across court anyway?
Oh my goodness.
You got the guys on this team that's going to shoot, whether they, like I just said, whether they make it or not, left wide open.
Who is this guy? I don't even know who he is.
I don't know who a lot of them are. But like I told you, he gonna go in that. They're gonna go in that huddle right now, and he's gonna tell everybody to keep shooting it still. We in the game. They ain't no back in the game. They in the game.
Yeah, right. That's
keep
what
shooting.
They do.
Keep shooting. They're not even defending right on the perimeter anyway. Keep shooting.
Yep. I don't even see what
There's
kind of
nothing. There's nothing when you are opposite of a team and you do different things, you are supposed to switch up and try to get them. This works in this same principle in football. You're trying to create mismatch and you're trying to get a team to do what you want them to do based off how you play best and based off some things that you decide to do as far as get them uncomfortable. You got to get guys uncomfortable. There's no fear. There's no comfortable, like you mentioned already. Really, in the end of the second quarter, that was already there. The comfortableness. Because what it is, there's no fear right now at all of you're not stopping on some perimeter. Just for a little while, the only thing that's happening is our shots just not falling as much. But you ain't stopping us. It's just the shots ain't falling. And so the answer to that, keep shooting until they start falling.
Mm-hmm.
And Lakers is not pulling them up out of nothing where you shouldn't even be trying to shoot. They should be driving and getting got, and then they should be still themselves going to the rack, creating some more mismatch so you can draw some fouls and then dish it out to somebody with a quality look, not just pass it like you just said. Danny Green, as soon as he touches it, barely got to look at the rim and you jack up the shot.
An air ball.
And nobody there to clean the glass up. They're barely getting back on defense.
That's the problem. It's up to the point guard to run the break, set up the plays, slow it down a little bit, man.
I don't understand why LeBron's not doing that. He knows to do that.
They letting Houston control the tempo. Houston is not afraid of LA, and it's showing right now.
So it's not. But like you just said about the tempo. So what you're saying, they basically said they're running the gun and we in shape too. We could do it. We could run up and down with them.
Exactly. They're trying to go 3 for 3 with them, and that's not going to work because you can't go 3 for 3.
But I'm talking about the physical pace. That's what I'm speaking to when you said that.
That's part of it. Jacking up them threes. I mean, that's what they're doing. Eric Gordon coming down, just pulling up. PJ Tucker, they pulling. That's tempo, and that's what Danny Green just did, and it's not happening.
And then they try to turn around and match that. And then guys, it's cold. You coming into the second half, Danny. You cold as ever.
Yeah.
We can't afford that. I mean, Kuzma drove in for a couple possessions, and actually that's what's keeping them a little bit ahead or pretty much in the game. Where next thing you know, Houston's not pulling away. It's because they did that. When the reality of it is LeBron, Kuzma, AD, when he gets back on the court, all of them should be driving. And if they're trying to build a wall and they're staying in the zone, if that's what the Rockets doing, you still drive. Let them do it. At least somebody gonna leave their man from the Rockets, and then if somebody gets a quality shot, even though they still may miss it, but they get a quality long shot.
Mm-hmm. And see, they don't really need like JaVale McGee because
No,
he can't keep up. They playing that perimeter game, so they need some smaller guys to be able to match up with them and that quickness out there. PJ Tucker.
and these guys are below. I'm not even average, bro. I'm not trying to talk about them, but it's just what it is. Not that the Lakers are full of stars either, but the experience and the stuff they should be able to do, and then the two
What
leaders.
the
Like,
PJ Tucker sitting up here joking about? What's wrong with him, man? You see them? You see that?
yes, I did.
He sitting up here
It's
covering
sickening.
his mouth, talking to PJ Tucker, and PJ Tucker laughing. They keep kicking together. That's
This
what
is
it's all
not a
about.
playoff series.
Yeah, right, man. We ain't boys right now. Magic and Isaiah was not homeboys after they shook hands and kissed at the beginning. It was over with. It
I
was
hate this view of this camera too. I'm sorry, Chubb, that they showing. I can't see fully where it
uh,
is, but I do see that it was a turnover. They've blown this whole third quarter. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. This has been a terrible third quarter by the Los Angeles Lakers.
80 to 79.
Sickening.
And they still
Sickening.
shooting.
Another three. Rockets are officially up by two, 82 to 80.
What's his
Four
name?
minutes and 25 seconds left. And I still don't know who he is.
Number 33. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick, see who he is, because I don't even know this guy. But he don't look like he missed one yet.
Well, the reason we also don't know them by heart is because they have all these sayings on the back of their jerseys, which I don't
Yeah,
have a problem with. But they
right.
got all this equality and Black Lives Matter and all this other stuff. So if you don't know them and you don't have a stat sheet in front of you, you don't have a roster in front
It's
of you.
Robert Covington, number 33, power forward, pulling threes like
That was such a bad shot. You've fallen away, literally fallen away.
mhm.
Lakers are giving this game completely away. They're gonna find themselves down. If they don't shape this stuff up, I'm serious. I'm not calling the game yet. And LeBron's sitting down resting right now. But what I will say, they don't get this together, you're gonna be sitting up there in a situation like the Milwaukee Bucks. Seriously. And can you imagine that, by the way? See, again, this whole bubble thing, and it is what it is. We can't turn back the time of time. I mean, outside of basketball and sports, period, we all would like to reverse things and wish no pandemic wouldn't have shook up the whole culture and the whole life of everybody here. Outside of sports, just with all of us, it's everyday life. But but as it relates to the sports and it coming back, this is why I know initially you said about it being an asterisk and everything else. This thing came back, and this is pretty much like a college Sweet 16 situation. Look at what's happening. You got Boston, you got Miami, you've got initially the Trailblazers who played themselves in all these different things where this wouldn't have technically probably wouldn't have went this way with everybody who's involved now playing, seeding, all of that stuff. No second chance opportunity, just boxed out.
They still stuck at 80. The Lakers are down 83 to 80. Houston then took the lead and now they up 5. Good
Yep.
Lord. The whole
Another
third
timeout.
long to
Another timeout. Look at this. Some guy we don't even know. With some guy we don't even know. Get to celebrate because he's embarrassing the number one seed in the Western Conference, doing what he wants to do. Guys are just shooting, driving right to the lane. What kind of defense is that? That's Caruso.
number 4. Who's number 4? I don't even know these dudes, man. That guy.
Tyson Chandler on the bench. He celebrates.
Right.
They're gonna find themselves. They're gonna find themselves down. And I'm down here in Houston. You know, I'm
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the city gonna be electric tonight, huh? That is number 4 is Daniel House. Wow. I don't know this guy. Daniel House. For anybody who might be listening at the moment, y'all listening to the Real Sports Time show with D-MARL live. Something new we trying out here on the Talk 100 network.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Game 2 of the semifinals, the Western Conference against the Los Angeles Lakers and Houston Rockets. And not liking what I'm seeing. They're not looking good at all. The Los Angeles Lakers completely blew away this third quarter. Guys are rushed.
You
LeBron
think
James on
come
his
out too hard?
postseason. Well, here's the thing. Here's something I'll remember. LeBron talked about,
Wait. Rondo is back in the game. Look at that defense. When Rondo was in the game in the first
wow,
quarter,
wait a minute. So
had a
wait, let's
totally
stop the
different
presses.
speed
Thank you.
because
Go
I
go on, Chubb.
totally
Let me
forgot.
shut up. Let me shut up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying I totally forgot that Rondo was even back because they
Well,
took him
here
out the first quarter. They was clicking.
and he was clicking while he was in. That's why I said let me shut myself up. Because you were just when you were just saying I just saying the truth. But see, bro, this is coaching.
Yep.
This is why Magic Johnson had a problem too with the one. They wanted Ty Lue for this job. I don't care if it's just for 1 year.
Yeah. That would have been a better.
What you just said is the key. And my thing with Jason Kidd, who's helping them, you just said it. And I'm trying to figure out, wait a minute, what's going on? They're going all the way through the second quarter. Guess what? You pulled all them guys out. You put lackadaisical guys in there. Kuzma, like I said, who needs to be gone in this offseason. He really does. You got him. You got Green. You start doing all that in the third quarter. Like you just said, they should have came out from that break and Rondo should have been in that lineup
Yeah.
right from the start to secure the lead, keep the things pushing.
Look at James
Look
Harden.
at him,
He's crying, man.
and he's
Good defense.
Rajon Rondo.
I said, man, Rondo is the only animal that they have, and that's saying a whole lot.
That's saying a whole lot
He
because he's up
older.
in age. He's
Yeah.
up in age, and he can't do all the have those kind of minutes.
Yep.
But where his heart is and where the school that he's cut from, cloth that he's cut from.
All right. And look how they playing now. Him
Wow.
and the Morris twin. I would put him on
But
that.
but 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 wait a minute, Chubb. But Chubb, this is who was in there the first 2 quarters. Now that we looking at it,
Right. This was
this
the
is
spot.
this is what was happening. This was the ingredients. Where as a coach, you don't have no loyalty. You don't have. You're trying to win a basketball game.
An important one too. Rondo. Short. Rondo.
And Rondo's not the best
Out
shooter,
of the
but Rondo. But I like Rondo's intensity, and he's gonna make up for it on his defense.
It make more sense for Rondo to be pulling up and AD and LeBron getting the rebounds. Period. Not the other way around.
No.
Play some defense and let the facilitators work the perimeter. There you go. Draft.
Thank you, Anthony Davis. Drive to the rim so you can get him in somebody in foul trouble. Who's that? Hopefully it's PJ Tucker.
That's all they got to do, man. What's up with JaVale? I didn't even see him. He was in the game.
He wasn't early on.
He hurt.
And so what are they saying?
I don't know. I can't hear it, but he was.
Look at this. Missing free throws.
Yeah, it looked like they rotation. Just to be fair, it seemed like they rotation is a little bit off. They are banged up, Rondo.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but the coach got to understand the two pieces that's mixing. See those twins, and then Rondo. Like you got to pick your spaces, especially right now. LeBron's sitting down. You got to put your spaces in there, especially to help out with this defense.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the key. Really, that's the key right now to this whole thing. All of this right here, and
Oh,
you got to get
that's a
those
Brown with
boards.
the
And wasn't
ball.
that a foul?
Sure look like it. Uh,
Don't you dare shoot that.
yeah, take it
My
back.
man, a little bit closer.
Hit the backboard. Use the glass. Caught. Oh, was that Rondo? I like them
Wait
shooting.
a minute. Didn't they collide? How is he calling that foul on him?
You got to be planted, man. He wasn't planted. He was playing defense.
But he did jump. He jumped in front of him.
Yeah, that
Let's
was
see.
good. That's a good. Oh yeah, that was close. That was
Yeah,
real
he's.
close right there.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Looks like Frank Vogel. I think you can challenge that kind of a call. Let's see.
Yeah, Lakers down too, 89, 86.
And and to be honest, that's worth it. You ain't up 20 points no more.
Right.
We know that's the case.
They had the adrenaline
So
pumping from that loss. That's why they played so good in that first quarter.
correct. No, but also, Jay, it was that what you said. Also, Rondo and a couple of the guys from the bench, the twins, they were playing well on the defensive end. It was just a different vibe. It was a different surge. You can't go away. You can't just get too crazy with, let me try this, let me try, let me pull him in, let me pull that in. You got to go with what it's been working for the night, the bread and butter, and you have to do that. It's as simple as
You got
that.
to start with what make most sense, man. And what you said, this being a small team, they got to slow the tempo down and play the slow game, play that half court game, and then let the Rockets run super. Then they can't get all these fast breaks.
But at least if they slow it down, no, they can't get on fast breaks because when they get a chance, that's their resting
That's
time.
gonna
Rest
put them in
slash
foul trouble.
if they slow it down on their offense. But if they're just completely running and gunning with them the whole time and then they're not making shots, that's how you get in trouble against a shooting team. Just same thing with the Warriors, though. You get in trouble with the Warriors like that for sure. They got the best two shooters, period. See, they're not living by just shooting, because they shoot twos also. 2-pointers, long, 17-foot shots. They do all of that stuff. Let's see if this thing get turned around.
Yeah, but really, the only the people who can really set up the control the flow is LeBron and AD. Like can put the ball on the floor and create some space and create their plays, man. Rondo don't really got it. He don't got that speed no more.
No.
So it's kind of lopsided. Like we need y'all down
They're
low.
gonna they're gonna they're gonna keep this Houston's way because his right foot slightly moved. He was planted, but he did slightly move because he didn't want to fully take all that impact. A lot of times guys sit there for those charges, but they really are overbracing themselves like, oh damn, this might hurt. So he did slightly move a little bit. It's all about if they see it
He
and
wasn't-
they think,
They were trying to work it out.
referees, yeah, they're trying to work it out. Referees still looking. And you're tuned in live, Real Sports Time with D-MARL. Got my brother on the line with me too, Jay Raphael from the Talk 100 podcast that we do every Friday night. And we're just checking out some basketball action, trying to see if the Lakers can get themselves together. Goodness gracious.
Hmm. Hey, what is the number 2 inside of the heart on their jerseys? LA.
I don't know. It says it's like a I wish. I don't know if that's a foundation or like a. I'm not sure. Showing it again. See, he lifted that right foot up. Did you see it?
Hmm.
And that's what they made. And why now they're talking to D'Antoni.
It
So
looks
wait a
like he
minute.
might be going to Los Angeles.
And now Russell's pleading the case. So let's see. We got to get the official word of where it may be. I guess they might not hold that into account
Yep.
because
LA
Russell
ball.
West. Yep.
Oh
So
wow.
Rondo's. So that's an offensive foul.
Another good defensive play by Rondo.
Yeah. But unfortunately, here it is. Free throws, turnovers
Problem.
All of that is going to speak the volume at the end of this for the end of this game. It's going to
Uh,
show.
They
It's
don't
going to
let
show up.
LeBron got how many? He just missed 2 of them. So yeah, that's 3 points for sure. 88-89. This game should not even be close.
No, it shouldn't. Not at all. Not how it started.
Nope.
You let them shoot their way randomly back in. You just like look at this defense. Why he's able to trap him in the
Rondo.
corner.
That's what I'm talking about, though.
But that's what I'm talking. Yes, there we go. Because guess what? It don't matter that the Rockets getting it back. You
You
get
see, you
guys
can't
off balance.
pass no more. You see, you gotta be woke when Rondo is
You
on the.
got you can't you got to be woke, and you can't just lackadaisically throw balls around and just be like, oh, we got this. There ain't no pressure with them plays. They can't even really check us on the perimeter. Now, why did he even let him?
Mm, mm.
Who was that did not step up into the
What
space?
AD? He tried,
Wow,
but he was a little too far back. And plus, that's
wow.
who you gonna let shoot anyway. 92-88, Houston.
Now here they are. This fourth quarter is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
Hey man, and let's
LeBron's
not
dribbling.
go down 2 point. I mean 2 games. Look at that. Oh, it's easy now on LeBron. It's been
Wow.
easy all game.
Yes, it has.
That's all he got to do. Every single
I
play.
don't understand why
Every
you
single.
protecting yourself from doing that. I just don't get it. This is the things, reasons why you give people like the analysts, like your Skip Baylesses, and some of these people the room to say this stuff. What is wrong with you? They can't stop you from doing it. What's going to happen is they're going to fire you.
Skip gonna go crazy tomorrow.
But that's going to happen even with them winning this game. Lakers can win this game and still go crazy on how these first two games have went.
Yeah, man. This
And
is
LeBron didn't play a bad game the first game, so I'm not gonna say. But nevertheless, still, it's just the point. This whole Lakers, how because again now the leadership, everything's going into question. But to me, start holding Frank Vogel accountable too as well. Make sure y'all bring. That's my whole thing. Get on everybody, but bring him up too.
yeah, right, right. Because that's what happened. That's what I'm talking about. That's when you turn your team over to the superstar. That's what happened, man. It becomes difficult for the coach to get them fired up. This is LeBron's team, not Vogel's team.
Yeah, man. It's just I agree. And so that's what you're talking about when you saying like just the leadership. And again, like I told you the other day, Anthony Davis, he is learning on the job as far as for him. When
Mm-hmm.
it comes to just some more intangibles that he needed leaving New Orleans, yeah, he did good in the box score and his natural talent is there. Yeah, that's a fact. But the intangibles of not only learning how to win for a championship level, but just taking your game to the next level and taking things up there where he's playing more efficient, doing all those things. Like that has to come from experience as well as somebody teaching you and showing you the way. And that's what LeBron is having to do right now with Anthony Davis. So he's doing this right on the job.
Yep. He need to be more like Draymond Green in his attitude. But he won't be because that's just not in him. He's more like Kawhi, but his game don't match Kawhi's game. Like AD can't just take over like Kawhi can do it. I mean, I know it's two different positions, but I'm just meaning as far as them being kind of soft spoken and more about playing as opposed to talking and he ain't that type of guy, man.
That's right.
That might be the LeBron effect though. What you think about that?
I don't think so because I saw him doing this when him and Rondo was over in New Orleans 2 years ago.
But was
He was
LeBron
doing this.
there though? Oh, you talking about the same type of
I
but
thought you, because your question was, is this also the LeBron effect? Nope, can't roll this over to LeBron. Other than because LeBron is bringing out some of the other stuff in him. So I'm not going to tell you because the way he started this season, it was a little bit better than what Anthony Davis was. So I'm seeing where it is. So he's still learning. And see, that's the thing. When you're learning on the job, you're still not where you need to be.
well, what I guess what I'm saying is more of like when you said Rondo when he was over there with Rondo as a commander. and so is LeBron. So maybe that's just AD's personality when he's up under people like that, man.
Okay.
That's what it appears to be. He just don't seem like
Possibly. No.
he
You're not.
just
No,
seems
you're
real
not wrong
soft
with what
to
you.
me.
No. You're not wrong with what you. That's not a bad analogy. Actually, that's not even a bad observation because it could. You got a point.
Look at
You've
Vogel's
got a point.
face.
I just don't think he's the coach for this team.
He ain't the coach. Well, no, he wasn't at home on the couch for nothing.
And by the way, good statement too. How long was he home?
I mean, has he been anywhere since he left Indiana?
Not really. No. Well, not really. No.
Not at all.
So Lakers got the ball again. LeBron James driving to the rim again
That make me mad.
and scores and scores.
Tied up.
Game is tied.
0-0.
92 apiece.
11 minutes left. A little over.
Top of the fourth. Instead of the top of the fourth, we're going to see how this closes out. And it's going to come down to the defense. It's going to come down to second chance opportunities.
That's not gonna help though. Can't let him shoot that.
Thank you for getting the boards. And you cannot let him shoot that. Is Rondo still on the court? Because I can't really fully see his number. I see
He
Caruso.
is. He on the wing.
Okay, good. But the key for him to be in. LeBron
Look,
again with the spin. And
talking about, man. He always missing these bunnies, man.
well, here's the thing. That wasn't even a board.
Foul.
He wasn't. No. He directly tried. Did he even get a foul?
Yeah,
That's
offensive.
offensive. Let's see.
Boom. Put his whole back into my man's chest.
Well, he beat him to the spot. It ain't that's a bad thing. You can go because if you'd have been moving with him, then they wouldn't have called that.
Yeah, but you can't be
So
so reckless, LeBron.
yeah,
You gotta
true.
have a little
Absolutely.
more control.
You got to have a little more control. I get it. Well, now when he's in attack mode to the rack, I get that, and that's fine. But you definitely got to have the control.
He don't have it though. He's not that guy, man. He don't really got that finesse. He try to show it in his facial expressions and just his attitude, but he don't really have that finesse like that. LeBron is really, to me, man, a goofy, slew-footed. He just, he not sweet like that. He's 6'8". He's supposed to be able to do all of that. LeBron's advantage to me is just the fact that he that big and he can move as fast as he can move. That's his advantage.
Well, and the way he sees the game, his IQ is up there. Everybody don't have a fast IQ, meaning that he knows what this person's going to do, they supposed to do, all of that, and he puts that into his game. Now, what just happened here? Was that Rajon Rondo?
Yeah, just popped one from the free throw line. 96-94. The
A
Lakers
little
back in the
floater,
lead.
a little floater. Go ahead, Rajon. Turnover. There we go. See, watch the ball.
Huh?
They got out the way. He said, I don't want no parts of that. LeBron James coming through like a freak of nature, a freight train.
Now look at that. So, but don't be so celebrating now.
No, I want him to get it. No, that ain't about celebrating, but you do need to get yourself, what am I doing? What do we sometimes you gotta snap it ain't about celebration. No, you're right on that. But I'm talking about if you're saying to yourself with that, I know we looking at his face, but I'm saying if he's saying to himself, just like the rest of them, what are we doing? Let's get this going. We gotta call it this game. I don't know what went wrong. But this is the time to go ahead and come back in this thing. You watch Real Sports Time live, baby.
Yes, sir. Hashtag Real Sports.
Hashtag
Instagram, YouTube, anywhere online.
Yes, sir. And don't forget to also check out Talk 100 podcast on the Talk 100 network, and also hashtag Talk 100. And we spell it out. Go ahead and spell it out for him, Jay.
Talk the number one HUNNID.
Yes, sir.
Every Friday night.
That's right.
We got a whole lot lined up for y'all.
Yeah. And shout out to T Skrilla.
Oh yeah, T Skrilla he sent me a drop today, man. I played it like 50 times.
Okay, good deal.
Real good, man. It sounds real good, boy. I tell you.
Good deal.
Yeah, we'll talk off air, but yeah, dope, just dope, man. We got a lot of stuff going on.
No question.
I can't wait to get with the the no more abuse and trauma. That's gonna be nice, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. We definitely talk about narcissism and trauma abuse and all of those things, and also divorcing
Mm,
and how it relates getting ready for if you're going through a divorce and you could be in a situation where you do have someone, again, that's a narcissist or mentally abusing. There's a lot of things that come with separating from a person like that. So, going to definitely have a great podcast on that and some coaching.
that's nice. It's
Yeah.
interesting
So,
too because I read this week. I read an article about people who come from parents who are narcissists, and it's real interesting. I'm gonna have to send that to you. I have to find it and send it to you. But
oh, yeah.
yeah, I was
Yeah, that
real
sounds good.
interesting.
Sounds good. And stay tuned. I'm gonna let you hold it down for 1 second. I'm gonna take a quick break here, Jay Ralph, but
No,
we're still going here in fourth quarter. I'll be right back.
no doubt. No, shout out to the Talk 100 Network. Boy Jay Raphael holding it down with D-MARL live, listening or watching the LA Lakers and the Houston game here. LA just took the lead. We still at the top of the fourth quarter, a little bit past it. It's starting to turn the tempo up a little bit. LeBron starting to drive to the bucket a little bit more, like he should have been doing. But we know how LeBron is. Everybody want to shoot them threes because it looks a little better. Still can't figure out what this number 2 is. I have to dial that up. We're gonna be doing this real sports time with D-MARL live probably once a week throughout the rest of the playoffs. So get tuned in, get locked in, check out Real Sports Time. You can shoot D-MARL an email at realsportstime@gmail.com. He'll be running some images for anybody involved in sports. And oh wow, blocked by LeBron. 98-94. Wow. Good block. LeBron just threw Russell Westbrook all the way into the Gulf. Hmm. I don't know who these no name guys are with Houston. LeBron driving to Caruso, layup. Now they're up 100-94. The tables have turned once again. James Harden bringing the ball up, looking a little bit sluggish, looking like they're trying to slow it down and figure it out. With the left, Covington. Oh my goodness. Kuzma too. They just going back and forth now. 96-102. A little under 9 minutes. Mm. Make sure you check out the Talk 100 podcast every Friday night. Talk 100 Network here on Twitch. The account is NCG Media. I've been saying that wrong for like the last 2 months. We're Talk 100 everywhere else online, YouTube. The website is talk100.com. We're working on getting the realsportstime.com website up and running, which should be up and running probably by the end of the week. If not, the beginning of next week, that'll be the realsportstime.com. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Also, realsportstime@gmail.com if you want to shoot D-MARL a message and tell him that his perspective is terrible on these Lakers.
No question. And we're definitely back. Yeah. Looks like they're tightening up this boat here.
Yeah, the tables done turned again.
Tables turned. I'm seeing a little bit more defense. I see LeBron got on created a turnover on that last possession.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Caruso slicing through. That might have been a bad pass. Yes, it was.
It was.
Rockets coming down the other end. James Harden looking for that three-pointer. We know it. We'll see. They're honking them out there on that perimeter, playing them tight. You know,
Mm.
we don't see a lot of these days. No, a lot of things no more these days
What's that?
is guys don't move a lot without the ball. And what happened here? Somebody's that's Caruso that went down. So what was that? Was that a loose ball foul?
Looks like it. LeBron taking a little breather. Got an
Take a
ice.
little breather because he's got it. Yeah, he got the ice pack because he's got to close it out. He's got to close out those last 4 minutes. Is what is it? 7:41 left in the fourth. He'll
90
probably come back right back at 4 minutes. Go ahead.
clock at 17 seconds. Caruso, top of the key. They're trying to slow it down a little bit, seem like.
Yeah, that should be the game plan.
Good shot.
Wow, that was a crazy shot.
Look at Jack Nicholson. so
Jack Nicholson is a longtime Lakers.
so are they at the Staples? Are they
Say it
watching
again.
game? Are the fans watching games at the Staples Center?
Well, they have the virtual. They have the virtual fans, so they are showing them. No, they're like how we are tied in on Zoom. They're on Zoom too, and they're featuring their faces live right there. So actually, that's kind of live.
Standing up. He was standing up with people behind him. Look like he was at the
Anthony Davis, you broke, Anthony. We can't have that. You got to make those short little bunny. You got to make those 12-footers. 12 and 17-foot shot. That's his bread and butter. You have to make those. And right now we got to close this game out. That was not a three-pointer. His foot was on the line.
PJ Tucker. We're gonna have to look at that one.
No, bro. They have to challenge that. That was not a three-pointer at all.
101-104. Lakers lead. LeBron still on the
Are they
bench.
challenging that?
Let's see what happened. Swinging.
Let me see.
Oh, they didn't show his feet.
Let me see. Now they're gonna show it from this angle. Let's see. No, that's not that play.
Yeah, they're just showing how PJ Tucker been working out on these boys. The necessary points.
Yeah, that's what we got. You're absolutely right. The necessary points, and that's what it's about. When we talk about the impact, it's not just the box score. What are you doing when it counts? And see, it's Rondo. I guess they put him back on the bench for right now too. But I know why. They got to spread his minutes out. LeBron, they got to let him rest. So see what's going to happen. What you may see right now, which I hate, but these guys are probably going to let them get in front. And so this rest is going to be short-lived. Trust me, he's probably coming back. If not after this break, probably another minute. Tops. LeBron's got to get back in there. You just got to gut it out.
Mm-hmm.
But see, guys, bodies did go down. I don't know what's going on, McGee. You don't have no Dwight Howard, because remember, these guys are in shape. JaVale McGee can run back and forth. He was doing it in Golden State. He was doing that in Golden State. He ain't played whole long minutes. And then also Dwight Howard is still in great shape.
Yeah, he is.
So they're missing him right now too. This is not about a. I'm just looking at the landscape of all this is too.
Goofy one though.
Huh?
He's in shape, but he kind of goofy. Dwight Howard is, he is just a little goofy.
Yeah. No question. But when we talk about bodies and talk about, okay, hey, let me offset PJ Tucker a little bit. Let me get out here on him. Let me keep him at bay because he got the height. He got the right with PJ Tucker.
They should be able to do it without Dwight Howard. They should be able to save Dwight Howard for the next round if they win.
Yeah. Oh, you need him. Yeah, because you know you got those big bodies over there with the Clippers.
Heck yeah.
If you're gonna face the Clippers, you got some big bodies.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put different looks on the dread man.
Which means also what you got to do. And again, this is coaching, and this is about the ear, and it starts with Frank Vogel. It's gonna be LeBron and whoever else, Jeannie Buss. I don't care whoever else, Anthony Davis. And this is if they make it to the conference finals. Anthony Davis, you are going to be the third person also that is going to be playing that 5 because it's it's going to help the offense. Meaning, you're going to need to be getting Montrezl Harrell in trouble.
Yep.
He's got the finesse to do it. So whether you make it all the time or not, who is this limping around?
Giannis got a boot on his foot. Oh, man, they do.
Who is that?
Giannis.
Oh, when he got a boot on his foot on the ankle? Yeah, I definitely know about that.
Oh
So
yeah.
we know that this we're seeing the last of the Milwaukee Bucks next game. It's
Wow.
over with. They won one for pride, just to make sure that you're not on the record for getting swept like the Philadelphia 76ers, but this is definitely that was a disappointing feat. He just Giannis won the defensive player of the year, and now here he is going down in 5 games with a broken ankle here. It's unfortunate.
Sprained
Back
ankle.
to action.
Yeah.
Sprained ankle. It's not broke. I just seen that boot. Back to action. We got
Six,
Rondo up in
little
here.
over 6 minutes left. 104, 101. Laker ball. Danny Green from the corner. It's good. 106,
Danny Green
103.
hits a three. LeBron's waiting, getting a little bit more rest.
Good.
Told you he probably come back on about that 5 minute mark. Exactly.
They hit a three right here. LeBron
James,
back, baby.
yeah, he's gonna come back. But James is trying to.
That's good
I'm just
defense.
trying to. That's good
That's
defense,
good
but
defense
y'all
right
need to
there.
rotate a little bit faster.
Yep.
Who called timeout? That
Yep.
was a good
LeBron.
defensive set. That's why. That's
LeBron.
why LeBron giving them pounds because they held that down.
We got
They
Danny
held that.
Green, the Morris twin, Rondo, AD, and LeBron on the floor.
That's actually a nice. That's a nice
That's when they were. Oh,
setup here.
wow.
Let's
LeBron out
see.
there playing some D
Woo!
in the fourth.
LeBron going. Who is this?
How smart Rondo is, man. He could have. Anybody else would have launched that boy.
No.
Rondo said,
Rondo's
"We're
gonna
gonna slow
wait.
it down.
Give some
We're gonna
patience.
do
Let's
it."
slow this thing down.
Yeah.
What are we in a rush for? You're not behind. It's close,
Pass.
but oh, good pass.
Air
That's
ball.
what I'm talking about. You inside. That's old school right there. That almost reminded me a little bit
He shot an air
of
ball.
David Robinson.
He shot an air ball. AD followed it up with the putback. So way to be
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh man, we got our screen here.
yeah, my battery.
A little technical stuff. It's gonna happen, baby. This is COVID season we in. Don't forget that, people.
Don't happen, baby. We on the Zoom.
We're on Zoom, but this is COVID time, y'all. We can't forget that. LeBron James bringing it down. Great pass on the inside. That's Anthony Davis in the corner.
109.
Anthony Davis, great basket to the basket, turn around.
Wow, the ball is stuck at the top of the backboard, chilling.
Haven't seen that in a long time, have we?
Right. What's up with all these green
4
tattoos,
minutes.
man?
Which one is it?
All these green tattoos. I don't get it. Why everybody like to get all these tattoos?
I don't get all that color either. Yeah, it's too much color.
I
It's too
mean,
much color.
yeah. I mean, it's just too much. Like them little basic tattoos that get sun bleached,
Mm-hmm.
they just turn green. It's got a bunch of mess on your arm. That looks stupid.
4 minutes, 35 seconds left in this basketball game.
Houston ball, 11 seconds on the shot clock.
Russell Westbrook trying to drive. Turnover by the Houston Rockets.
That was Eric Gordon. Missed shot, rebound by LeBron. They slowing it down. They're doing it right now.
They're doing it for 2 reasons, Jay. Because it's what the right thing to do, and plus they're tired.
Yeah, they tired in them up.
These guys is dog tired. So if they're doing it by force, LeBron driving to the lane. Did he get the foul? Yes, he did, because somebody's over here going crazy.
Is he gonna make them? That's the question.
Somebody's over here going crazy and laughing. Good drive. Wait a minute.
Covington. That's a good defense.
Why is Covington? It's good defense, but Covington, you touched him, and remember, look at his body sliding.
That was all
and as
ball.
long as
He slapped him on the leg afterwards, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as there's some contact and his body sliding, they're gonna call that foul.
Yeah.
Let's see if LeBron can ice any of these, baby.
Monday games. Boston versus Toronto, 6:30 p.m. Also,
Russo coming in for Rondo. Also,
Nuggets,
which one else we got?
Nuggets and against Kawhi.
Uh-oh. That's going to be a nail biter.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully, or either that or
Ron James iced that free throw.
That might be a blowout tomorrow.
Possibly.
Why would you foul? Oh, okay, good defense.
Long three. Lakers grabbing defensive boards. LeBron James coming down, slowing this game up, which is what he should do.
Caruso played pretty good defense. They always think they can pull up on him though. They always look at him like, you know how we used to be. The white guy, you just gonna try to let him have it.
That was a poor shot. Lakers saves it.
Danny Green, that looked like
Oh, what a great finish at the rim. Oh, man, that was nice.
it was wide.
Lakers,
It was
now they're
it
playing.
was lucky. 113
Well,
to 101. It's been frozen.
they said it was lucky. Don't you want to take the credit away?
I mean, it was wild. Look how he shot it, man. He
It
just can't
was
control
wild.
it.
And I said, and Frank Vogel's getting excited.
He act like a fan.
104, 113. Yeah, he turns into a fan real quick. He can't believe what he's saying. That he's a part of it.
You know,
Ron
you right
James at the
about that
top.
ball movement. You know, without the ball, nobody does that like Steph Curry. Nobody
Nobody.
move around like the Warriors. Him and Klay Thompson, without the ball in their hand, they just
That
don't
was
stop
stupid. Wait,
moving.
Chubb, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that was just a dumb play. By two. First of all, that was a bad pass by LeBron. And why did Rondo saying that he got pushed out?
It don't matter
But
what
they
the
don't.
refs say.
But they're not gonna. Well, the ref's not gonna call that loose. I mean, they'll call it, but right now at this point, they're not gonna call a loose ball foul. That's not gonna happen. Not at this
Two
last.
and a half
We got
minutes
2 minutes left. Play it out. Play it out. Unless it's flagrant, they're not calling it. James Harden at the top of the key, of course, looking for that three. You already know it. They come over to trap him. Meanwhile, somebody's wide open.
Russell Westbrook, they just left him open. They double teaming James Harden and left Russ wide open by himself.
Now LeBron is slowing it completely. He's walking the ball down court,
Yes.
slowing it all the way down. Is that what he should be doing, Jermaine?
Oh, yeah,
Chubbo?
for sure.
That he shouldn't have did. That deep three.
Stupid. Don't foul him. They didn't have to foul. Keep the
No,
clock.
they didn't. Who is this? Is that Caruso?
Yep. And on Covington for 2.
Yeah, they left him wide open. They didn't even care about it. He should feel bad because that just shows that it's like, no, we do not believe in you.
Man. So take off that block.
Guys is the first.
Did you see what he
Guys
had
is
on
the
after
first.
the last game? After the game 1?
Yeah. 105 to 113. What do you think? And Lakers grabbed this next possession. What should they be doing? Obviously, they should still walk the ball up court.
Yeah.
You need to chew out this last minute and 50 seconds. I mean, you definitely need to.
113, 150.
This game is nowhere near over. You absolutely stop.
It's near over, but they just got to take some. They just got to take all the time in the world. Look, Rondo.
It's too much sloppy and it's too much dribbling.
Did you see what Rondo just did? He didn't.
No, I didn't.
Ball on the floor. I'm telling you, man, Rondo need to have the ball in his hand. Shot clock violation.
And someone down on the
Rondo
ground.
The ball. He tucked the ball into his stomach and let some time tick off, man. That's what they need to be doing.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Smart basketball. We talk about LeBron James and his IQ and all the things he understands, but people like Rajon Rondo, who's been in this situation before, the Boston Celtics.
Right. It's about winning, baby.
And he was a great point guard on that team. Him and Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett and the Truth, Paul Pierce and Big Baby Davis and
oh yeah, exciting.
Those guys was balling, and he was and he was at the helm. Of course, you have Ray Allen, Hall of Famer, another one of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA in history.
Well, the number 2, let me tell it, definitely the prettiest shot I've ever seen.
Oh man, yes he did. Yes it was. And you know what? Guess what he used to do? It wasn't, hey, I'm here, I'm open.
Quick release.
He ran all game long. Ray Allen never stopped running, dog.
Your audio went out, D. Yo, I don't know. Something's up with your audio. I can't hear you anymore.
You need to
Oh, there
score.
you go. There you go. You back.
Yeah,
115, 107. But
that's right.
man, Ray Allen been running since him and Rashard Lewis was getting it in with the Supersonics.
The Supersonics in the house.
Yeah, baby. That was my squad. That's who I played with on the video game.
But see now, real quick, J. Ralph, this is where the right person still needs the ball in their hand because, oh, go ahead and score. They're letting you.
It's over with.
Well, wait a minute.
That's
Not
cool.
to me.
It's over with. Oh yeah, it's over with.
Now it's over with. LeBron James iced the game with that last turnaround.
Yeah, good shot.
That's how you do it. 117, 109, 32 seconds left. It's over with Houston.
But they too hyped though. I mean, he too happy about that.
Are you happy about it? When
Need to
you
be
should
this
still be
close
up
with
20.
Houston, man. Y'all
Jay,
have
they
a
should still
slaughter.
be up 20, shouldn't they?
They have a slaughter, exactly. They're supposed to still be up at least 10 points, 10, 20 points.
Yes.
All right,
So
look
it's
how
really
happy they
nothing.
are, man, to win one game. That's too much. I get it. You happy that you won, but y'all shouldn't even be this close, man. Y'all got
They
to
shouldn't even
slaughter.
been in this position. I agree. I agree.
They got decent defense. They got good enough to be able to protect
What
that perimeter.
Yeah, they showed that. That's the promise that I would see. And here's the thing about the Lakers that I'll say what you just said, and just to go on with that. The promise on them is that they got to do it for the whole game, and they got to know when to slow the pace up and do their rotations. But they can guard that perimeter defense. Remember, these are two back-to-back shooters. See, they needed to play these two teams
Yeah.
because these were good shooting teams. I don't
But
care about what we do.
wear
What
them out.
Trailblazers, what you call it? He went down, but still, they needed to have that as a full thing to face, to see where you are, and to make you get into the right place where you got to do it. Now the Clippers can shoot too, but the Clippers is more they'll go mano a mano with you. So you just got to man up. So McGee and like you said, let Dwight Howard, like they got to man up plus be able to shoot. That's gonna be a more balanced team. But I'm saying this is needed to face these snipers
Yeah,
and
but
understand, can you defend out here on this perimeter? But we got to get Anthony Davis' mind right, and he's got to go down low, and they got to get more second chance opportunities, though. That's my thing with the Lakers.
and keep moving, man. Anthony
And
Davis
keep
go down
moving.
low, but he got to keep circulating, keep rotating the ball.
14 seconds left.
It's a wrap. 117, 109. Let LeBron go ahead and get one more assist so he can get a triple-double. LeBron got
No,
28,
no.
9
They let
11 rebounds, look like. One assist short of a triple-double.
wow.
AD numbers look good, too, on paper, but
AD,
watching the game, just look like,
Anthony Davis played a great first half. He came out doing some other old crazy stuff,
yeah, right.
and I don't know where his mind was at.
Yeah. How many more? Black Lives Matter.
How many more is on the shirt?
Bankers.
And that's final. Final score, Houston Rockets 109, Los Angeles Lakers 117. To even up the beginning of this series is one apiece, so now we have a series.
Yes, sir. Good game.
And it was a good game. Little sloppy points, little frustrating things. I see some coaching improvements, but then, they're a little gimpy.
James Harden limping a little bit. He's looking like he's having some back spasms a little bit.
Is that the case, or is he just fatigued?
He probably tired, but hey, you could be tired. But if you humped over like that a little bit, hey, that
could mean something else.
Right.
Right.
Who is he checking though?
Well, good question. No. He jumped on Caruso a little bit. He played a little bit of Rondo.
Right.
Not really a whole lot of. I'm not saying he didn't touch and get in front of LeBron some of the games, but not much.
Yeah.
So, LeBron James, what did he finish with on his points?
He had 28, 11, and 9.
Okay, that's
so one assist short of a triple.
And look at this. This guy is the unsung hero right here.
They had great. Morris had a good first quarter, man.
Morris had a great. He was an X factor. Actually, him and Rondo is an X factor. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
And Caruso.
The reason why this series looks more promising now after this game is because what it's looking like is Rondo got his feet under him now. And what just happened, like you said, with him at the helm, the decisions that he made, like you said, holding the ball, nope, it's not. I'm not even gonna pass it yet.
Yeah.
Let me chew off a little bit more time. All of those key sees the smarts.
Right.
That's what it's about.
And you
No,
can
he's
see
not
it.
Steph Curry. He's not about to get you no threes. That's not the point, though, with a team like this. Because AD and LeBron's supposed to be getting the majority of the points anyway.
Well,
But
I mean,
those
he shooting
decisions that
them.
Rondo.
Right. But if Rondo is
But the,
taking the shot, at least y'all gonna be down there to put it back. AD, LeBron, who gonna get rebounds over the big men on Lakers?
exactly.
Many
With
people
this
on both
lineup, it's
teams.
different. It's different with the Clippers. It's different, a little bit different with the Clippers. But with this lineup from the Rockets, exactly.
I mean, even the Clippers should
So
be able to out rebound these boys. They shouldn't be able to. Now we know that hard work changes.
no, they should. No, it should go back. Yeah, it's hard work, and it should be a battle. Like I said, they should go mano a mano. They should go straight up, and it should be back and forth. Nobody should overly have the advantage of that. But in this series, each series by styles make the fights. Each series is serious. But talking about this one, yes, you're right. But even with the Clippers, no, that should just go back and forth. We're gonna see whose heart is in it, and we're gonna see who get out coached,
Yeah,
and we're gonna see if who stands up. And we're gonna also see who stands up because outside of getting out coached, still, if the Lakers could get out coached to an extent, but guess what? There's some people still got to prove themselves. Just like how Westbrook and them still have to prove themselves. Paul George still got to prove himself he can do it in the playoffs. He's been failing so far in his playoff career.
yeah. Well,
So right now, who you could count on is Kawhi. The
Paul
rest of
George
these
is not
guys still
show us
got to be
nothing
proven.
different. Paul George done had plenty of years and plenty of opportunities to show us that he could be a different type of guy. Come crunch time.
Okay.
He's just not that guy.
So basically, you gave up on him. So you gave up on him.
I never really believed in him. He don't play. He's not an animal, man. I never believed in Paul George. You know, and just like I don't believe in Anthony Davis. He worked good because he's LeBron.
Yeah.
And LeBron is like what you say. He's
now who I but
like
so yeah. Now who I believe in, and I respect that he's staying in that market, but who you believe in because of you see that, like you just said, you kind of see the killer instinct. You see all of those things is Damian Lillard, somebody like him. As far as anybody from the new that's just in the league fresh, like it's just he got the eye of the tiger. I mean, he's
think Dame
just
could even still be more aggressive in his attitude and his personality. He could still be more aggressive. He good. I mean, he just naturally gifted. But if he took his aggression up to another level, he might be able to, to do it by himself.
I agree. That's right. That's right.
I mean, like we said this week, the last person we seen do it like that is Allen Iverson. Who else was able to really, at that size, was able to just control and take over the game?
Right. Well, I'm gonna be honest. Russell Westbrook a couple years ago was a little bit better at it, although he always made crazy decisions at times, and sometimes it's a gamble with him because he only goes. But other than him, Derrick Rose and different things like that. So you've seen a couple guards, and even a Kyrie Irving who can kind of take over at the point guard position. But you've seen a couple guards that somewhat measured to that. But AI is who he is, and but as far as just being cut a little bit from the cloth,
Kyrie definitely has it, but he got it to his fault. His will mess up the situation before it helped.
Yeah.
A little too much.
And like I said, Russell Westbrook, he just has too much faults with what he does. You're gonna take the good bad with him. It'll be 28 points or 30 points sometimes, but it'll be some turnovers. It's gonna be some turnovers with it. It's gonna be some. That's what's just gonna happen. So, but no, this is a good game. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to shut it down. J. Ralph, man, I appreciate it. We're definitely gonna do this again. We're gonna We're gonna do some of these playoff games. And as a matter of fact, we'll see what happens for tomorrow because it's probably going to be a closeout game for Milwaukee. So we'll definitely, if we don't tune in live for that one, then I'll definitely be, of course, doing some updates and follow up on that game, on that playoff game. So we'll see what happens. But the Lakers pulled this one off; they needed to. It's 1-1 series. Appreciate everybody listening in and checking this out. And please subscribe to the channel, like the channel, all that good stuff. You're listening to Real Sports Time with D-MARL And of course, special guest, my brother Jay Ralph from the
Yes,
Talk
sir.
100 podcast and Talk 100 network.
No doubt.